Well, how are you guys doing? Fasting day 2. Well, yesterday I sort of slipped and I ate a bag of potato chips. So today I didn't go into work today. I'm teleworking, so I took some time off and I ran to Tramway. So I have to fast because the gyms are closed, especially San Bernardino, Riverside. No gyms unless you're going to go to one of these outside gyms. So today, fasting day number 2, I went to Tramway, so I ran 26 minutes up the hill, 23 minutes down the hill. I'm trying to work on getting rid of this gut. So now I had oatmeal for breakfast. I'm going to have one granola bar. Then I'm going to get I have fruit and 2 eggs. I have that for lunch. One more granola bar. It's like a mini fast. I'm just trying to reduce the amount of calories I have and work out more. And then for dinner, I have the baked chicken, which is the legs, and I'll get a French fry or chili fry or something. I use as a side, and probably one Smirnoff beer, alcohol thing or something. But at least I'm trying to go. I got up at 6 o'clock, so at least I go 6 o'clock to 6 o'clock eating nothing. Try to mini fast to reduce the amount of no pastries, no potato chips, no meats. Try to keep everything down to that because I'm 52 and I got to learn how to get rid of some of this excess body fat. And now with the gyms closed, it's hard to just go out, and I've been running since March, so I'm getting tired of running. So I'm hiking. So when I'm not hiking, I'm doing push-ups and sit-ups, and it's just a mess, man. So fasting day number 2, trying to live at 52, trying to lose the belly fat, trying to lose the fat around the legs, just get in shape until one day in California the gyms were open. And then I woke up, saw the protest in Oregon. They just do what they want in Oregon. Can you believe they decriminalize heroin and stuff? No boundaries, and then you wonder why the people riot and do all kind of crazy stuff. Because they know if they make enough noise, which is following up to what I want to talk to you about today. Today I wanted to talk to you a little about follow-up. Today I ran up the Tramway. I'm a no mask guy. If no one's around, I don't wear a mask. If people are around, then I wear a mask. So, or if I can stay 6 or 7 feet away from you, I ain't gonna wear a mask. So you can come by me, put your mouse up, put your fucking thing up. I see some of you about 400, 500 pounds. Maybe if you'd did that before, wouldn't be packing that belly. You know what I'm saying, man? But that's the time where I think about, hey, I was talking to find out like how many people are really following the rules. I think out of 12 people, 3 had the mask, and then there's scientific evidence that the mask doesn't work. So you see how we're like in a world of just no one tells the truth. No one just says, hey, you know what? Don't do that, or do that in that circumstances. It's always a black or white. And so people get so confused. Just say, just don't do that, don't do that. That's it. Suffer the consequences. But that leads to I want to talk about a little bit about when I'm 52, I'm about to retire a couple of years. I've been thinking, how am I going to make extra money? I have $16 in retirement. The stock market is going to be dropping. Now it's even worse dropping because of the election uncertainty. I'm telling you. So maybe my account was about 300,000 or 400,000. Keeps going down with all the uncertainty and just no stable money. I'm in California, so the schools are closed, the retail stores are closed, people are working in warehouses. All you have where I live at in Redlands and San Bernardino, hiring, come work in a warehouse. I've worked in a warehouse when I was in grade school, out of high school, man. You're getting a $15 an hour job moving shit around, man. When I was at Petavina Mold and Dyed and doing the stuff that they do for 8 hours a day, we did 1 hour a day. We packed at the end of the shift, put labels on stuff, and then we went home. Before then, we ran an injection molding machine, which is a machine you put these plastic pellets in, heats the pellets, liquefies them, and we made parts. Also, we had a lathe machine, which was a machine with the drill you would pull down, and we'd have concrete cylinders, and we'd drill them in, and we'd send them to manufacturers or send them to companies to work on the individual projects or to fix some type of issue. Or we worked at a desk where we did soldering. So at the end of the day, we did what they do at these warehouses where you're supposed to lift 49 and a half pounds and go in and out of. I'm like, vest and glasses. I mean, what are you doing, man? You work in a warehouse. How much? You can't see that big ass box? You can't see that forklift? I'm like, how long can that actually support an economy? That's the problem with buying a house right now. That's why I sold my house in Yucca Valley, because people working $15 an hour, 40 hours a week, that's only $18, $1,800 a month. How are they going to afford a payment of say if they can afford a payment of $1,500 for the house? Can they afford the taxes? Can they afford the insurance? Can they afford the repairs on the house? And that's what's going to collapse the housing market. I've been seeing all these housing developments going up. Only reason I think they're going up is if you have people coming from out of state who have more money than me. I'm talking about maybe I have 3 or 4, they have 20 or 30, and they can buy these properties up. Or somehow, other than that, that's the only way. And they're mostly condos. I'm in Palm Springs at the moment. You know, the condos at the bath, the pool, and the sauna. Oh, I'd go crazy, man. Neighbors put the pool and sauna. Oh, I blow my veins out, man. So, but I'm thinking, what are we gonna do if you're gonna try to retire right now? What options do you have? I guess I could go to Oregon and sell heroin since it's legal. Heroin, whatever, heroin hash. Maybe I need to. Maybe gambling's illegal. Maybe wherever I'm in California, CBD. Maybe what's next is we're gonna be selling. What's next is we're going to be selling drugs for free, getting rid of all this other stuff. So let me know what you think. Subscribe, comment, like, subscribe, comment, like. So I'm thinking gambling is going to be the next big way to make money. How are we going to do that? For me, gambling is going to be blackjack. So I'm going to go into downtown Grand Hotel, spend $500, and then if I could just win $50, $100, that's 10 to 20 times more than I can make if I was put the money in the bank. And that's the problem you have right now if you're retiring. You could take all your money out your retirement account, $100,000 or so, but then you only get $1,000, $2,000 from the bank. And you know what? You may have to do that, because any other options, what are you going to do? Leave it in the stock market and have the stock that's keeping your account up drop? So you see it when you're retiring right now, or if you're just a regular person trying to make money. With interest rate basically 0%, it's forcing you to put your money back into the account. And that's the temptation I'm teaching you have to fight. Put the money in the bank. I know it's 0%, 0.5%, no percent, but you got to put it back in the market. Leave it where it's safe, in a savings account or CD account or something, and find another way to bring in some extra cash. The way I'm thinking you could do that is by gambling. Gambling is legal. It's okay to do. I mean, that's going to be the biggest thing, where these companies are going to be allowed to put their money into these different investment funds and have people put money. Hey, help us support this blackjack player, baccarat player, poker player. And what I'm talking to you about today is just want to open up your mind to why you should participate in my blackjack retirement program. I focus on blackjack. That's all I know. Blackjack, and I play around with the Powerball, which I won 2 out of 8, 2 out of 8, 1 out of 8 the last 3 months. So, hey, I must be doing something right. When I really put my mind to it, I'll hit do the Powerball stuff. But when I don't follow my strategy, then it doesn't work. So, and that's $50. So send me $50. P.O. Box 540, San Bernardino, California, 92402, and I'll give you some information on that. But my thing is, hey, if I could just take $5,000, $1,000 to Vegas and turn that into $200 and $300, $400 every couple of months, that's an extra $600, $700, $800. That's about 10 to 20% more, 10 to 20 times more than you would get leaving your money in the bank for a year. And that's what this economy is forcing you to do. Now with this election thing, it's going to be even worse, because now the businesses that were open aren't going to want to open. So then that means more money that could flow into the account and may help us make money is not out there. And that's the problem we're having right now. It's just getting money into the economy. People have money, but you're saying, I don't want you to go to work, so then they're not spending the money, and it's just causing big problems. So today's thing is, number one is consider gambling as a way to make extra money. I don't know if you want to do fantasy, you want to play poker, learn it, because eventually a lot of people will turn to this avenue to make money. And if they are going to do it, you want to make sure you're educated when you're playing these games. You know, hey, if I have 2 aces, I split aces, I split eights. If you have 9, you stand on 7, you stand on 10, stand on aces, stand on jacks. Otherwise, split. That's what I do with the 9. And what about with aces and 8s? I always split aces and 8s. How about with 4? You never split 4s. And that's the stuff I'm teaching you. You're educated. You know how to handle a double down. What do you do if you get dealt the 12 against a dealer who has a 2 or 3? Do you hit or do you stand? The more you know, the more educated you know. When you go to Vegas, my tip number 1, make sure you go to a busy table, is that you'll be able to make more hands and you'll be more educated, and you're playing a multiple deck blackjack, so you're increasing your chances. And I'm going to the downtown Grand where you also play the parlays, so I may make more money on the parlays than I may play in blackjack. So instead of winning like 50 or 60, I may come away with 2,000 or 3,000. I want to be known as the whale of Vegas, and then I'll take that money and reinvest it into a blackjack account, and then eventually I'll start using my winnings to build up a blackjack account. So those are some things I want you to think about today. First, fasting. Do a mini fast. Hey, cut back on the starches, the meats and stuff for the breakfast and lunch of the day. Number 2, really think about gambling. I want you to think about, do you have the confidence to learn how to play poker? Do you have the confidence to learn how to play blackjack? Do you have the confidence, to learn how to play a fantasy sport? Pick 1 or 2 that you're going to play. You don't have to play a lot. Whatever you play, just make sure you know, do your best to know the ins and outs. So when the market comes to it, as I could tell you before, all the money is going to flow into these investment funds. You're ready. You're like, okay, I'm ready to play. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, I could be the blackjack player for you. I know this and this and that. Or, hey, man, give me an extra $100 and you can ride on me. And whatever winnings I give, we'll split them for whatever you've given me. So that's why I'm thinking, especially if you're retiring, if you could free up an extra $1,000 to $2,000. Also, only play blackjack in Vegas. Don't go play them in no West Indian casinos. They ain't gonna give you money, man. They're getting us back for what happened to them in the old days. So that's why you have all those cops out there. I went to Morongo the other day. 2 cars parked outside. They gonna that was usually, this is just around the cafe and the gas. I can only imagine what it is in the casino. It'll be that similar to that movie V. You guys remember V, when the rebels break in and they do a broadcast, but then after the rebels leave, the V people come in, hold all the other people hostage and retape it. That's how I feel about the Indian casinos. You can bring money in, but you can't take money out. So let me know what you think. Subscribe, comment, like. Subscribe, comment, like. Are you doing a mini fast? Do you believe gambling can help you make money? Gambling is almost the same as sales. The more you know, the more you earn. So let me know. I am going to get to 100,000 subscribers. You can help me now or help us later. Get on the train, man. Get on the M train. Learn how to make some extra money. Not going to do it on yourself. Are you going to learn from these courses just to believe, to start, I want to ignite something inside of you to say, yeah, I want to give it a try. That's what I'm trying to help you do right now. Think about a mini fast. Think about gambling. Think about, hey, maybe gambling will be the investment fund of the future. Let me know what you think.